Hi guys, good evening, and what we're going to do, we're going to service the Garrard Auto Slim that's in this little record player. We'll just make some room for us to work so we can do it. Because we need to find an EL84 as well. Let's put that back in that bag for a minute. We're going to give all this a good cleaning. Not right now, but we will do. There we go. Shove that there for a minute. Pardon me guys, a bit of a cough there. Right. So what we want to do is, right, what we want to do is put my glasses on. This mat's gone rock hard, so I have to do something about that. Take the spindle out. I will give you a tip guys. Take the turntable off, I need to find a clip for that. The idler feels a bit perished on this, but we'll see if we can sort that out. Motor feels good, needs a cleaning and oiling. We'll do all that. All this is good. The nice thing about this is I don't have to do. The nice thing about this guys, I don't have to do any electronics. Don't have to touch the amp at all because Jay's already done that. Shit. Not damaged my speaker, have I? Sorry fella, I made him jump. Yeah. I should have really put that down there. Down this side, which is what we'll do. Yep. Be there, be alright there. We're unplugged. We need a screwdriver to just undo our chock block on here. So what we'll do, we'll undo the chock block here. Yeah, Jay's done a really good job on servicing this, but there again you expect that because he's a really good competent engineer, you know, he's really good at what he does, so we know that we're going to not have a problem. So what we'll do, we'll take these off here. Ooh, that wire there isn't used. That's an overwind. That's used if you're using an overwind to drive the heaters. But in this case it's not, because it's got a really good substantial transformer in there. Look at that. Right. There you go. Take the mechanism out of the motor board, and then what we can do, we can actually put that under there, slip that back in there, and what we can do now, we can just lift, we should be able to, there you go, lift our mechanism out, pop that there for a minute, and decide what we can do now. We can move this out of our way. Oh, right, so what we'll do, we'll give this all a good clean. So we'll start by taking the idler off. The idler's really supple on this, so just don't want to stab myself in the finger, because it can happen. There you go. Come out, you bugger. There you go. Take that off. We've got another, what do you call it, another fibre washer. It shouldn't need that. That's probably from somewhere else. So what we'll do, we'll get the cloth. We'll take the cam gear out. Take that out. We'll service that in a minute. Get all these hairs and stuff out. Lift this up. There you go, that's been oiled. But what we'll do, we'll put some grease in it. That's what we do. That's how we roll here. We want the IPA. We want the oil. Not got a lot of oil left there, but when that oil runs out, we'll be throwing that oil thing away because we've got some nice new oilers. Right. This is actually quite a nice deck. It's just a shame the rubber's perished, but no worries. Okay, now is that loose? There you go. Now all we do is we just clean all this and get this back to how we want it. Is that loose? Yeah, the cam follow has been done. Well, it's not tight, and you know, like I say, Jay's made it nice and easy for me, this, because there's no what do you call it, we've got to take the motor out because there's hairs and stuff in it, so fluff and whatnot, so we need to clean the motor, and I've got this, that's caught on that spring. There we go. Is that dirt or is that grime? Yeah, it is. I mean, Jay serviced this and he did a good job. Didn't service the deck, he just did the amp, and he did a good job on it because the amp works absolutely beautifully. I can't complain about it at all. And that's what we like. We like good working things. We like amps that work properly when they're done. I mean, yeah, with no arguments, no complaints on this. Yeah, really happy with it, guys. Really happy with the way this has been done. The amp in this, but then again, like I say, with someone like Jay doing it, we don't don't have any sort of problems, any issues, any complaints, because we know that it's going to be right. Let's give it a bit of spray on that because it's dried out a bit. There we go. No, I can't get to that way. Do it that way. There we go. Give the arm and everything a good clean. Yeah. Clean the controls. That's it. There you go. Let's make sure we're clean under here. Yeah, we'll be giving all this a service. The weight's a bit high on this, so we'll be measuring the weight and we'll be adjusting because the arm feels pretty heavy. There we go. Yeah, the arm feels pretty heavy, to be honest, so we'll be giving that an adjustment, bringing that down to where we think it should be. Right, so that's the mechanism cleaned. Now what we'll do, we'll disconnect the motor, we'll take the motor clips off because I've got to take the motor out on this one. Well, hang on, I missed a bit here. There you go. That's it. A bit there. There you go. There you go. We're not going to strip this, there's no need. I mean, where did I just put that freaking screwdriver? There it is. Right, we're going to give this all a good service. I mean, it was playing lovely, but we don't want airs in our motor, do we? We really don't want that, guys. We don't want airs in our motor. Definitely not. So let's see if we can lift this washer out without losing it. Because if I turn it, I know what'll happen. The minute I turn this upside down, I'll lose that fibre washer, it'll fall out. Might be two of them there actually, but whatever the case may be, no, there's one. They're coming out. There you go. Need to clean all under there as well. Now if I can put this on its end and see, we don't want to tear we might leave them in because we don't want to tear the grommets, and they can do, so if they're seized in there we could end up tearing the grommets. Now where's my screwdriver? But this one here might do it, but I'd rather use the other one I had earlier if I can find it. Let's put this other speaker away somewhere. There we are. I mean, it sounded good, didn't it, guys? So, you know, yeah. I don't know where that other screwdriver is. Did I throw it back in the drawer? No, I didn't. Oh. I thought I'd thrown it back in the drawer, obviously not. I can't see it on the bench, so I must have done. It must have gone back in here. I can't see it on the bench. Unless it's not rolled on the floor, I've seen it. Let's just, what's this one? I don't want a big thick screwdriver, you see. That's too thick. Well, that one, I think that's a Phillips. Never mind. Oh. So what we'll do, we'll just take the motor out. Right, so we want to take that one there, with that wire there with the, which is the overwind. We'll put some heat shrink on that. So we want to take I think we're a screw missing, are we? Oh no, we're not. I thought we were a screw missing. So we'll take this one out. That screwdriver fits them. Don't know where my other one went now. There we go. Oh! There we go. Pull the bottom bearing off. Yep, that definitely needs to be cleaned and lubed. Right. It's not seized up or anything, so that's good. This is the earth, so we can undo that. Take that off there. And we'll work right. So we've got a washer that's fell out of there. Did that come out of the top or out of the bottom? I think it came out of the bottom. But look at that, instead of just wrapping the wire around, he actually put a proper lug on it and everything. You know? Right, so take the, let's disconnect, get this out. There you go. Right. So we know that the motor, that's the top of it. Let's just wipe this. Don't put any water or anything on this. Don't need to. There you go. Now what we need to do is clean this. Clean all the hairs off it. Now we can't do much about that because we can't get this. You can't get this off, I don't think. But we're not going to try. There you go, that's right. And in there is your actual, where your oil goes, and it soaks in. That's how it's designed. You basically just fill that sponge with oil. Saturate that sponge with oil. There you go. Leave that to soak in, and what that'll do, and what we'll do just for added, just to get it going, there you go. Let's get that bit of crap off there. There you go. Wipe the excess off. That's good enough. Now what we'll do, we can put that back in. We know it goes that way. Now what we'll do, we'll clean the bottom bearing. We'll get the cotton buds. Get the old cotton buds. Yeah. Where's my cap I use for putting IPA in? There it is. Right. Just checking we're still recording. We'll zoom in a minute. As you can see, guys, look at that shit come out of there. clean all this. There you go. And that's it. Now, use the other end of that to just get any IPA that's in there. There you go. You can actually take these apart, but we're not going to, don't need to. And what we do, we just feed that there with oil, that sponge, and that'll, and just put a little bit down the middle, there we go. And what I need to do is straighten that. They are self-centering bearings on these, but I'd like to put a bit down in there. There you go. Wipe off the excess, there we go. Put the IPA there. Just check that. That's perfect, that, guys. Absolutely spot on. So one of these had a washer on the bottom of it. I don't know why, but what we'll do, we'll pop that into there, pop that through. Right. We'll use a small screwdriver to get it started. I was just watching, what do you call it, guys? Police interceptors. Apparently they were after people that were... Oh, I know why there's a washer under there. Yeah, it takes into account for that there. That's why. There you go. Yeah. We'll just use a small screwdriver just to work it in. Right. Then we need to get this washer in. This could be an issue. Could be an issue in itself, this. So what we'll do, we'll get the... Where's the earth? There's the earth. He did a lovely job in, so I'll put a bit of heat shrink on that. I mean, it's not an issue, but just for a precaution. Right, so this is where we have the issue. Trying to get a washer. Are we in? No, we ain't. Pull that back out. Oops. Oh shit. Push that through so we can see it. Oh, can't fucking, there we go. Pull that back. Push that so it's there you go, we're in. If I hold that there now, we're in. And what we'll do, we'll now get the big screwdriver. We can nip all these up. Don't overdo it. That's as tight as you need them. Don't overdo it. That's as tight as you need it. Right. Now let's put these clips and washers back on, because now what I want to do is rock that and it'll self-center the motor. There you go, look at that, that spins for ages now, which is what it's supposed to do. Now we can pop these clips and washers back on, because yeah, sometimes taking them off is okay, but other times, let's try and use the, see, they put a little groove in these so you can get a screwdriver in and you can actually pull the clip into place like that instead of trying to struggle going around the edge of it. You just put the screwdriver in the little groove that they give you. You put the screwdriver in the little spring groove there and you just, there you go, it's in. The next one, that one there. The rubber grommets in this are okay, so there's no need to mess about with them. We do need to find a clip for the turntable. We may have one somewhere. Right, now we can service the top of this. We can service the top of this now. So if I put this out the way, oh, what have I just lost? I've just lost a clip. Oh, you bummer. I think I have. Yep. Lost the clip off that. It dropped down here. Sugar. Is that it? Oh, it is. My God. Shit. Yeah, it turned out that nearly lost the clip. Right, so what we'll do, we'll take off the actuation pawl. I mean, this has already been lubed, but it doesn't hurt to do it again. See, I don't know when it was done, you see, I mean, because I don't know when, that'll probably just fall out of there. That's how it's supposed to come out. Just pull out like that. Now, I don't like putting lube on these, and the reason why, because after a while it stiffens up. So we're going to just clean that. We're not going to clean the hole it came out of. Now what we'll do, we'll clean, get the cloth. I normally think about a cotton bud, but we can use a cloth. It's going to make life a lot easier. Just go around the cam, get what's left of the grease out of the cam. There you go. Yeah. Can I zoom in a bit? Can I? Don't want to zoom in too much. That camera's been moved. I must have clouted it. Never mind, we'll sort that. But yeah, we can zoom in that much. Right. So what we need to do next. So I don't put oil on these because you don't want any friction. And that's perfect. Yeah, that's spot on. And what we'll do, we'll actually pull that down. There you go. Give that one a bit of a wipe. That's good. Hook it into there first. Hook it into there. then onto there. That still works perfect. Right. I'm using a screwdriver because I'm too lazy to go in the drawer and get a pair of pliers. That's it. That's perfect. That's done. Now what we do, we get our grease, and this is general purpose grease. This is what I recommend. You'll need a little bit like that. There you go. That's all you need. Then a little bit of oil on the top of your cam follower. Just a drop or two, that'll do it. Now, a bit of oil, bit of grease, sorry, around the spigot, the cam gear spigot. Now let's clean the washers. I think these will just wipe because they're clean anyway. I think these will just wipe. Don't think we're going to have much of an issue with this. Now look at that, beautiful. Yeah, because Jay oiled it, you see. But it's not been used for a long time until today. But yeah, now this is going to need to be cleaned with a cotton bud because it's got old grease in it still. So we'll clean that. Get a couple of cotton buds out. 3, a few even. Right. And what we're going to do here, we're going to just clean. Some of this has got no grease in it, but I mean, but I put grease in these. Some people don't, but I do because putting oil in them is just not good enough. What we'll do, we'll throw that in the IPA, swill it round. There you go. All the shit coming out of that now. Give it another clean. Oh, I've just cut my fucking thumb there. Bit of a sharp edge there. I mean, there's probably a way to get these out, but we're not going to do that because we might not be able to get them back in. I mean, I don't think you can push. Can you push them out? I think you can push these out, you know, there's only 5 of them. You can push these out. But we're not going to because we might fuck it up. So we're not going to do that. Let's get the... There you go. Every time I see you. Now what we'll do next, get the grease, and we want to pack these with grease because that's what the service manual tells you to do. Pack it with grease. Plenty of grease in that, and that'll sort it out, and that'll run for another 30 odd fucking years. And what I like to do with the washers, because they've got a groove worn on the walls one side, I like to put them back upside down. So basically you just like putting a new washer in it. There you go. That's it. Move that out of the way. Move that remote. Move all the tools. Don't know where that screwdriver is. It's here somewhere. That's obvious. Alright. put the cam gear back on, turn it round to it. Look how smooth that is. I mean, it wasn't much more than that when it was done, before I started, so it was pretty good. Ow! It's got sharp edges on this. Ow! Right. Now let's do the idler. Now the idler. Let's see. Do we need to spin it in a drill? If we do, it'll have to be tomorrow. Clean all this off. It's got a bit of where it's been sitting. There's clean all this crap. I think that idler feels good. Rubber feels really good and rubbery. Right. I'm not going to use that cloth because it'll be full of contaminants. I'll use my shirt. I'll be changing it tomorrow anyway. There we go. Right guys, if you ever have to put these in a drill, you can either put them in just like that on the boss there, or you can pass a nut and bolt through which closely matches that, which is a good fit. Not too tight, you don't want to screw it in, but a good close fit. Then put a nut on the back. Oh, nearly forgot the fibre washer. The darker one goes on the bottom. Don't ask me why. Now what we'll do, we'll put a bit of oil on the spigot. There you go. Only a drop. You don't have to you don't want to overdo it. I mean, for what's left in there, I'll probably do this turntable, and that'll be the lot from that oil. But that oil is going in the bin when I'm finished with it, because I've got some new oilers. So there you go. Just see if I can find a clean part of this cloth when it's not greasy. Yeah, that part will do. Let's bring this. And now what I'll do now, to make sure that no contaminants will come off my fingers, onto there. That's good. And it's been oiled. It's been oiled. Right. Can't put the turntable on yet because we've got to find a clip. We've not got a clip for it. There will be one there somewhere that we can use. Yeah. Now the don't have to do it. Come on. Let's get a pair of pliers. Because that, I think it's the wrong clip that here, because it doesn't want to clip in. But that's it. Yeah. Now what we'll do, we'll go around it again. Make sure we've got no contaminants from my fingers. got some crap coming off there. Clean this. There you go. Now, do the underneath now. There's not much we're going to need to do under here. Let's lift that out so it's there. That's better. Clip, the arms come unclipped. There we go. Now what we need to do, that's detergent. So what we need to do is clean this. Get all this dust bunnies under there. And I will do what you say, anything you want me to do. Let's get it nice and clean as we possibly can. I mean, we're not going to get it absolutely perfect because you have to fucking strip them to do that, and we're not. I'm not stripping this, it's not getting stripped. Doesn't need to be. Right, get most of the shit out. There you go. Yeah, so this is just needs oiling really. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It was working. All the speeds were right and everything, so you know, it wasn't really a bad. Let's pick that out of there if I can. Got it. I did have dropped it back in. These dust bunnies out, as the Americans call them. We call it bum fluff. There you go, get all that crap out. Now, let's go around it with a cotton bud. Go around it with a cotton bud, get all the bits that we couldn't get into. Yeah. That's all done. And I think we're done there now, guys. I think all we need to do there now, make sure, yeah, give this a wipe out. Right, go around it now and oil all the pivots, all the pivot points. I will love you forever. Little fella's asleep. There you go. There you go. That's that. Now all we need to do is put some grease. Let's get rid of that rubbish to there, which I've missed. There you go. Put a bit of grease just on the plate there. Don't want it away from there. And that'll do for that. It should be buttery smooth now, the speeds. And we'll oil the pivot point there. The top of the pin. There we go. Now that's pretty much serviced that, guys. I'm happy with that. Let's get that dust bunny. Get that out. There we go. No, hang on, it's not fully serviced, is it? I've not put grease on. Not put grease on the push pad. There you go. Right. Put a little bit on that. There you go. Right, and that's it, guys. I don't know what that fibre washer was for. It's not off this. It's probably one that was. What I'm going to try, guys, I heard that you can revitalise these mats by putting oil on them. I don't think you can, but I'm going to try a little bit in the place here. And I'm going to leave that, see if that oil soaks in, and see if it revitalises. But I heard that you could do that, and it softens the mat back up, it feeds it. We're not going to put a record on it tonight anyway, so that doesn't matter. So what we'll do, we'll put that back in there, check that. Yeah, that's good, that. Spin that. Yeah, that's perfect. We need to find see, that's supposed to lock in. It has done. The only problem is the. So what we'll do, we'll check the mechanism actually switches off. Yep. See, that's supposed to lock in, and it's the clip that locks it in, you see. So we need to find a clip for that. Don't know whether that'll work now, fuck it. Just wipe it off, there we go. Right, we need to find a screw for this so it looks tidy, and that's where the paint's come off a bit. That's where it's good enough. Right, I can't try it on me, what do you call it, because no fuse in the plug on it. I borrowed the fuse. I've got some 3 amp fuses somewhere, but I don't know where they are at this point, so I would like to try it, let it run for a bit. So let's have a look in my drawer, see if we can find A3 of the amp fuse. There's a Ronet cartridge, it's fucked. Ouch! Stabbed myself with a fucking screwdriver. I'm sure there's some fuses in here. I'm going to sort this drawer out tomorrow because there's lots of stuff in here I can't fucking find. I think what we might end up having to do is just, where's me, don't know where it is anyway, where is me fucking doings? There it is. There's me save block. Let's find a fuse, because I know I borrowed the fuse. I've got a lead in here. I've got a lead in here, I can borrow the fuse from that. And I need to know that I've got to put a fuse in that lead. So, hope it's a 3 amp. A 3 or a 5 will do us. That's no fucking good, that's 10 amp. Oh, fuck it. No, we're not putting a 10 amp in it. Fucking 10 amp. What the fuck was that was using what it needed to fuse? Not putting a 10 amp in it. Not even for testing. What's this one? 5 amp. 5 amp will do us. There we go. And I need to remember I've got to put fucking fuses back in them. I'm not putting fucking 10 amp fuses. Wonder what it was used for to need a 10 amp fuse. There we go. Yeah. I know you always like a bit of a video there we're on now. Now we can connect the safe block, and we'll connect the white to the negative, and we'll connect the black to the live. Whoops. Don't want to have any stragglers. There you go. Yeah, that'll get tight at the idler. Right. What you got to remember is that's good, that actually. 45. Now let's see how the mechanism actually works. See if it slows down and bogs down a little bit. There we go. That didn't turn off, did it? Why did that not turn off? Might not have had it high, and I might have had that up a bit. There you go. Yeah. Now what I'll do, I'll just give the idler a quick sand. I'll give it a quick roughen up with a bit of sandpaper. So what we'll do, we'll put a bit of IPA on there as well. It won't work with the IPA on it, will it? Give this a bit of a... There you go. We have got the rubber renew. See, let's turn that soldering iron. There. It was fizzing. There you go. Rubber renew. This stuff absolutely fucking stinks. It's fucking nasty, this stuff, but it's good. There you go. Never ever get it on your fingers, or never get it on plastic. I've just got it on my fucking thumb. Right. Look at the shit coming off there now. Look at that, guys. All the shit coming off there. When you think there's nothing there, that's not going to turn that because give it a quick run round with around the edge. There we go. Give it a, probably won't make any difference on the motor, but if there's anything there it will get it off. So you can go to 78 because that runs a bit faster. No, we can't when there's moisture on the idler, you just can't do it. Let's put that there. Turn that off. Let's give this a drive drum another wipe out, just in case it got contaminated from the last time. But no, it hasn't. We haven't oiled the spigot either, but we will. We'll do that now. So what we'll do, we'll pour some oil down there, like so. And then what we'll do, we'll lift that back out, and that way we'll catch both bearings. There you go. That's perfect. Now, there we go. That's good and tight and stiff now. That. Oh, that's perfect. Right, let's see if it drags. Because that now I'm having trouble stopping that. There you go. That's your 33, 16, 45, 78. There you go. Put the centre spindle back in. Let me tell you something about these centre spindles, guys. The Auto Slim has its own spindle. It does. If you there you go. If you don't get a spindle with one of these, don't buy it, because you can't get the spindles for them, guys. The spindle, these came with a spindle, and no other Garrard spindle fits these. Trust me, no other Garrard spindle will fit it. You have to have the right one. I'm going to let that run for a bit. Yeah, I'm having trouble stopping that. Yeah, that's cleaned lovely, that. Put the rubber renew away. Yeah, that's cleaned up lovely, that, guys. I need to find a clip. I will have one somewhere. Don't know where, but there will be one. One will turn up. But look at that. Yeah. Right, guys. Right, folks, I'm going to leave it there for this one. We'll put the deck back in it tomorrow. Put the deck back in the record. That felt like it didn't stop then. Yeah. idler's not sticking, is it? No. Let's just turn this off. Take the wires out. Oh, just check this idler. I want to just check it's not sticking. Could have been that wire under it actually. No, it's coming back perfect. No, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It must have been the wire touching it. Anyway, guys, what we'll do, we'll put. No, I'll tell you what. We'll put the mechanism back in now. Put the deck back in now. Might as well, mightn't we? Hey guys, put the mechanism back in now. Then we don't have to think about it, do we? May as well put it back in. And it's done. And it's out of the way. Got some fucking sharp edges on that one. Yeah. I like the way he's done this because, you know, look at that, what he's put on there, so you can't touch any metal work. He's made it as safe as possible. Brilliant. Top marks on that one, Jay. But that being said, there you go. Now all we do is lift. Would have helped to have done that, wouldn't it? Because I've not locked it in. Alright, so what we'll do, we'll lift this out, lock it in. Lock it in. Right. Put the. Where's my glasses? Fucking had them a minute ago, didn't I? Where have I put them bloody things? Where have I put my fucking glasses? Are they behind? Yeah, they are, they're there. There we go. We're not going to try it because little Tommy will be in bed. So we're just going to put it back together. We know the amplifier works. We know the amplifier's good. So we don't have to worry about that. Every way, every day, I think of you. Yeah, that was soldered, that one. So hope I can get that back in because it was a bit of a thing you pull out that. And it's not in properly, that. Wind this screw up as far as we can go. There we go. Right. I mean, if I have to, I can flatten that bit of solder off. But I don't have to, we've got it. Yeah, we're in. Then wires out of the way. We're in. Put the let's wind this one up a bit. There you go. Don't come all the way out them screws, which is a good thing. Right. There you go. That's in. Tighten that down. Make sure that's good and tight. is. It's going nowhere. Right, I don't know which was left and right. Well, I'm going to say that this is left. Right, sorry. I'm gonna, oh hang on. Yeah. So we have to use right-handed action on the soldering iron. So we want to solder right. Come on. Get a bit of solder. Put fucking solder on it. Yeah. Just put a bit of solder on it. There's a piece here if I can get to it. There you go. Just put a bit of solder. It's got no solder, it's a bit dry. No solder on it. There you go. Put that there for a minute. Right. Right. Yeah. Oops. Move them fucking wires, I don't want to melt them. That should, oh, I haven't even done it. Oh, it's burning me fucking fingers. Wow. The solder's taken ages to dry. Right. That's got it. Let's leave that for a second. Let it stick on. It's got it. Now the other wire. See, I can't remember which was left and right. I'm just assuming. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's on. No, I'm not happy with that. It was on, but there you go. Pull a bit of that off. Now let's go for it again. That's got it. Right, turn that. Now. Oh, it's fucking burning my fucking fingers. There you go. Right. We'll put the screws back in it tomorrow, I can't be bothered. There we go. Right. Let's just plug it in briefly. If we've got a fucking power lead, that is. Might have a power lead. Might have moved it because, yeah, I haven't got a fucking power lead here. I did have. I've just nicked the fuses out of them. So, if I move that backwards, see, that turns the turntable, that's turning the motor. So that's great, that. Yeah. That's sitting up at one side. Let's see where. Yeah. Yeah, one of the springs feels like it's stretched. Oops. Are we in there properly? Yeah. Is that going in there properly? Into, it should come over a bit and drop down. That's it. That's good enough. Well, it's floating, so that's good enough. Right. Right, well I think we're going to call it a night, guys. I think we're going to call it a night. We'll put the screws back in it tomorrow. Right. Put the screws back in it tomorrow and we'll find a clip. There. There we go. Little fella's asleep. Little Scraps is asleep. Right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and tell everybody and all that lot. And hope you enjoy. And I'll catch you later. Bye for now, guys and girls. Or buy me a coffee if you want to, although that's optional. Bye for now.